This is my audience, and this is my paper.
I'm gonna be in that.
Hello, my name is Daniel Finch. This is my looking glass assignment to my Intro to Communication. What's life without freedom? Goku from the Dragon Ball GT series. This was the first quote I ever had tattooed onto my body, along with these 4 names: Addison, Caitlin, Marge, and Sarah. In this paper I will be speaking about my Aunt Sarah and how she has influenced my life since the day I graduated in 2011 till the exact moment in my life. My Aunt Sarah has been a part of my life since the day I was born. Through life, my relationship with my aunt has been on and off due to parent disagreements. But my aunt became more involved in my life when I turned 18 just because I had more of a leeway to go and visit the people that I wanted to visit. I remember how kind she always used to be to me, even though my parents would sometimes tell me she would be mean. Because she'd always open her arms and her doors and let me come in for weekends and eat food and drink pop and play video games. These were always my favorite weekends because I never had to do homework or do anyone's chores. If I ever needed advice, she'd always be there for me to help me and support me and to help me grow as a great adult and a better man. She'd show me how to do things like banking and shopping and how just, pay your rent and do your cars and mortgages and just how to be an adult. This really helped me grow in a positive way because I had never really had someone that would help me to learn all these things. She'd always make time for me, even if she had other plans. And I never really got comfortable to something like this because the only other people that show me this are the 3 people that I have tattooed to my arm this day. Because I can remember until I was 18 and graduated that I was always down and depressed and lonely. But when my aunt would let me in her house, I'd have fun because I wouldn't have to do anything but hang out and just be myself. And then on the weekends, I gave me something to do, so I'd go to school and then I'd go to work. And then on the weekends, I could go out and have fun with my aunt and my cousins. That summer, it really changed my life because I felt like I could have fun. That I wasn't just locked inside of a room and stacking wood or doing my chores. I got to go to work and have fun and hang out with my friends. And that was a really big change for me. During the summer, though, my family did have some troubles in their households where my parents would get into a lot of fights. I remember being so angry because they couldn't calm themselves down. And so I would go to my aunt's house for a week or even a weekend, and she'd always try to find a way to calm me down. And I always remember when we talk about these situations, my aunt would always tell me, "Daniel, you should leave room in your heart for love and for forgiveness." And when I get upset with my parents, she'd always say that to me and my sister and my siblings if they were ever around. And that really showed me how to be an adult and how to grow. Because, you should do that just not for your parents, but for everyone around you, your coworkers and your friends. So that really taught me how to live a life as an adult. And on October 16th of 2011, my father had called me at 11 in the morning when I was at the supermarket with my aunt. He was pretty upset with me because the day before I was supposed to go and stack our lumber up for the winter, but he had told me that he and my brothers had taken care of it and I had no reason to come home until the birthday party for my brother. I tried to reason with him, but he wouldn't hear it. He told me to never come back because he was sick of my excuses and he didn't want to see me for a while. I remember the sinking feeling and the shock and thinking to myself, what am I going to do? I was only 18 years old with a part-time job. And I hung up the phone and I looked at my aunt and I told her, I'm homeless. And she looked at me and said, no, you're not. That day and that moment in time changed my life forever. Once again, my aunt had opened her home to me, but this time as a permanent stay. Because of this generosity, he gave me a much better look at life. Someone who I had told would throw me to the wolves took me in when everyone else turned their back upon me. And you know what? That felt really good because, I wasn't used to that. And so all I have to say is thank you, Auntie Sarah, because you've changed my life for the better and you've probably made me a 10 times better person that I'll ever be if I had stayed in that situation. Thank you. This is my audience. That's my Uncle Buddy. That's my Aunt Sarah. And that's Michael. This, once again, is my paper. I'll show you the front. There is my paper. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great day.